Alright, let me just check that everything is working. Yep, sweet, it's up. Let me just make sure. 22, yep. Sweet. Switch. Alright, boys, we're back. I'm just gonna wait for the bot to ping the server. Hey, there we go. Oh, it does 2 pings, so it's kind of crap, but... Oh. Maybe I'll take the one off, Hey, Dobbs. I might take the ping off the videos channel and just have the live stream one ping. Let me just get the bot link. Hey, Raul. Let me just quickly do this. So here, edit. I'm just going to take that out. That should fix the next stream. Next stream will only ping in the streams channel, not the videos too. But what are we doing today? So stream number 22. We're quite far in now. I was playtesting it where you gotta fix something in the hotbar, which is a slot number issue. So since not all tools can be equipped in the same slot, we need to have it so it just goes to the config and gets the first slot number from there. Because right now we've got it manually set to 1, I believe. So we need to do that, and then don't worry about all of them. Yeah, actually swap that. Yeah, fixed number slot issue. So we'll do that quickly first. We're just gonna jump to our hotbar. If we have a look, where is it? On that one. Hotbar keywords, trigger hotbar number. So hotbar events, set hotbar function. So that goes to the inventory here. Yeah, so we have it default to slot 2. So what we need to do is do item config dot. Let's open up the items config. Items. We want in there. We want to get the tags. We want to do the equipable, and we want to get that one of whatever first one is inside there. So it's just simply dot tags dot equipable 1 or 1. So get the first index. Otherwise, set it to 1 automatically. So local equip index. Let me just have a statement here to check if equipable is a thing. And if there is an equipable table, set it to the first value inside that equipable table. Otherwise, if there's no values in here, like that, just make it 1 by default. Like that. Actually, I could probably have, if not equip index, then 1. No equip index found in item config. We'll do the item config.id. Return. Like that. Alright, now that's fixed. So if I play game, let me just quickly. User story, stream 22. Fixed hotbar. Fixed hotbar equip number. It's scripting. So right now there's nothing there. If I go and equip the different tools and weapons. So that does right hand, that does left hand, left hand, left hand, and then obviously that one. Oh, actually, yeah, we need to get rid of that statement thing I made. So back here, we actually don't want to do this, I believe. What we do want to do is... Wait, do we want that? Set bar. Let me just check the potion one again. Unless I was pressing the wrong key. That's probably what it was, but... we'll have to find a solution to that one. Okay, so it's not even actually activating it. Oh, it's doing it on runtime. Wait, no. No, wait, what? Set hotbar function. Set that up. Right, close that one. I might just put all one. I guess that might work. Wait, we don't need this add anymore. I have all context on. Don't see why I wasn't doing it. Okay, now it's working. Okay, that was weird. It wasn't printing or erroring or anything. But that is working, as you can see. Ooh. Okay, so if you spam them, you can... Hey, that's another problem we need to fix. So how I'm thinking of fixing that one is if we go to our inventory service, is it? Yeah. So here what we can do is not recorded modules debounce service. Debounce local player dot name dot equip, or I'll say inventory, and the debounce will be 0.2. So this is saying so if not this here, so if they are still on cooldown, we just want to ignore them. So what we actually want is that. So if they are not on cooldown currently, then continue on with this. Otherwise, if they are on cooldown, just wait. And this 0.2 represents how long it will take. You can have a look at debounce service here for how it works. It's pretty simple. But yeah, let's play that again and try spam it. I have to try that with all the remotes now. Make sure that we can't spam them. Yeah, there we go. Let's fix that. So fixed. Hotbar spamming. Creating heaps of models. Alright, so we've done those two. What else was on the to-do list? Let's have a look. So that can go back in here now. Enemy health bar and enemy rank. That is something I did need to do. So I'm just going to try do it in here. We want a billboard. Enemy health rank. Well, I say health bar, I guess. I'll just call it a health bar, why not? We'll set the adornment to the head. Should I set it to the head? Yeah, I'll set it to the head. And then let me get all the frames and everything. I just need a quick sample of what this UI looks like. Okay, it's orange and nearly black. Light influence, chuck that on 0. Max distance, I'm going to go 80. 5020. So the reason why I don't use the offset count here is because when you go far away, it scales up like that. But if you set it on the scale numbers, it does not resize when you go in and out, which is really nice. And then obviously you got to make these scaling with it. So that doesn't resize no matter how far you are, which is definitely something I want. So now if we just place this so it's above the enemy head. Did we actually have like a health bar? Or was that something else? No, it was something else. I've done that in a different game. So I'm just gonna resize this till it looks good. About there, it looks fine. I'm gonna chuck a UI corner in there. Just round off them. Yep, there we go. Stroke. So since we've done a stroke, when you actually reduce the size here, so what I'm gonna do is center it. And then I can reduce the size and it'll scale it towards the middle of the wire. Like that. I'm gonna reduce this to, I think it was 23? Or 20... No, what was it? What is the 34? Okay. So 34 is the color, which I've got on the dot. And then I can change it to orange. And then we can have the labels here. So we'll just do 10.20. Nah, let's go 0.4. 1 0. Let's do enemy name, rank. What color can we go with? I'm gonna go actually do red. Whoops, I need to do one in there. So let's go red and just do a darker red. Like that. I'll change it in a second, I just need to get both labels here. You should just slightly offset from the top. We'll add a health bar label here. So let me center it so it's in the middle of the screen. So when you're centering, if you want it on the x-axis centered, you need to do position is half, anchor point is half. So if you see that white dot there, that is the anchor point. And then when you say position is half, that anchor point has to be on 0.5. And since that's in the middle of the UI element, it's going to be centered. And then we can just move the y-axis as we want. So I'm going to go my point. Yeah, that's about right, yeah. And then I can increase this and we'll go either way. That is going to be health bar. Or I like to call it bar back. And then I can have a bar inside it. Now usually for the bar I don't center it or anything. You know, I just have the size on half. And then always have the Y scaled size on 1. So it fills up the entire bar. So if I just change that now. All you have to do is change the scale X to match with the health divided by the max health. Which gives you a decimal of how full the bar is. So if we have a look at bar back, I'm going to do like a dark red there. And then this one's going to be green. We can get rid of the border size. Let's add some corners in there. And then I'm going to add a stroke in the outside one, like that. I'll make it slightly darker than that other red one. So let me actually rename that to bar. I need to make this red slightly brighter. So you can see the outline there. When I increase the brightness. There we go. Ah, that doesn't look that good on the green side though. Maybe I could just do the orange. What's the, what's this one? Let me find it. That's definitely not the color. Let me fix that. Where is it? Slots. That one. Stroke, stroke. There we go. Let me darken them. And then we'll move that down slightly. Out there. Yeah, that works. I just want like a little label I can chuck on top there. And then we just have to set them to 0. Not apparently. Set the display type to none. And then we can have the health bar there. By the looks of it, I do want to actually... I want to make it times 1.5. So you can actually do math inside here. And you have it scaled proportionally, which is nice. But there we go. By the looks of it, we can reduce the X a tiny bit. I keep the X. It's actually inside here with it. That we need to do it. There we go. But yeah, you can have icons and all that here if you want like abilities or anything like that. Speaking of that, actually, let me do that. So that will be the upper frame. And I want a abilities frame. What's the sizing on this one? Let me change this to like 0.2, move it to the bottom of it. Ooh, is that on half? Yeah, it is. Let me actually remove that Y half, chuck it back on 0. And then we can put this one on 1. Actually, we can put on 0.9 if we get rid of that. Like that. And then we just want to space these out, so... If I just do like 0.825, yeah. Go back 875. 85. 875 is probably better. Basically, I'm looking to have little icons in this one. So if I just hide that, I do image labels. I do a grid layout. I do aspect ratio in here. We want it on 1, so that's square. Scale with parent size. And then just change that to fit. In the grid layout, I'm just going to have it as 0.210. So we always keep it on 1 because it doesn't actually change anything. We just need to make sure the size... Yeah, at this point the size doesn't matter either, so I'm just going to do that. We just need to make sure there's spreading on the x-axis. So we can do that. And we just have to make this bigger here now. That's correct, just in here where I want to do it. How big do we want these icons? We can do about there. That's pretty good. Are you gonna add trading? Yes. That is in the to-do list, although not till later. Because we don't really have much in terms of gameplay and all that. But there we go, we've got some icons there. I'm gonna actually go and... So we've got anchor point half, so we can scale it on the X, and it'll bring it on both sides. So we can just keep reducing this till it's a little bit in line, like that. Let's get rid of them. That should be good. And I'm just gonna hide that. I'm gonna say enemy health bar. Now we can bring that down to our UI assets. And if we don't actually need to do anything on the server, we can do this all on the client. So, how do we want to do this? If we jump to our core, we should have a NPCs. I guess we might have to make a new one. I just put in NPCs for the moment. So this is loading up dialogue, and then we want to do for underscore. Actually, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to do function module set up NPC model. Set up enemy model, sorry. Enemy model. We're going to do for underscore model in IPairs. We'll make a variable for enemies folder. So for each model in there. Hey Charles. The local enemies folder equals workspace wait for child enemies. When a player joins the game, for some reason the dot doesn't load for them. I'll check that out in a minute. That does seem like a really big problem. Alright. See you, Charles, if you're leaving. I'm just gonna run task.spawn here. And we want to do that there. Like that. And then... So that's going to get all the current models, and we also want to have it so whenever a new model is added, we want to set up that model. Now we don't need task.spawn this because it's already in a new thread because of how connect function works. That's asynchronous. Means it's not synchronized with the rest of the code, running as a separate interval. And then in here we want to do local humanoid equals enemy model find first child of class humanoid. If not humanoid, then return. So I'm going to set the type as humanoid so we can look at the properties. We want display type. Is that what it was called? Oh, there was something else. Display distance type. So display distance type, we're going to set that to enum display distance type. So humanoid display distance type dot none. So that's going to hide the name, hide the default health bar. Thanks, J2. And then what we want to do next is copy our health bar that we just created into the enemy. Local new health GUI or new health board. Actually, I just name it new health GUI equals local assets .ui .enemy health bar clone. So we need to set that variable up. So local players equals game get service players local player equals players local player local assets equals local player wait for child player scripts wait for child assets. So that's our assets folder here inside of player scripts, and then we just do .ui .enemy health bar clone. So now we've cloned it, we can just set the parent. And also we need to set the Adorni and all that. So let me actually make another variable here called the head. So enemy model find first child head. So if not humanoid or not head, then return. Let me just put them in parentheses. And then new health GUI dot Adorni equals the head. And this GUI is actually going inside the model, not the head. And then we need to do all the events for this here. So I'm not going to worry about the abilities frame just yet. What I'm going to do actually is have a local model to billboard like that. I'm going to say the enemy model equals the new health GUI. And that way, if we need to touch any of these ability frames, we can through this specific table here. But that we don't need at the moment, so I'm going to comment that out. And we're just going to continue on. So, new health GUI dot upper frame dot name label equals. Now we need the display name for this. So there should be NPC configs inside replicated assets. Or replicated definitions here. So we have looked as an enemies table. We're going to search for this ID using the NPC's name. And then we will... How does this one work? Yeah, we'll do it by that. So we'll do it by that name there. And we can do like a rank number there. Or rank display. We'll just do like 1 week. Something like that. We can change it to a number or whatever. Is that actually even used? No, it's not. Okay. So what we'll do is, I'm going to change this to display name. Basic enemy. Let me actually put it up there. So display name, it's level 1. Basic enemy. No, weak enemy. Weak dummy. Yeah, that works. Level 1, weak dummy. I'll just have it displayed like that. So what we can do is now get the local enemy config equals replicated. Actually, we'll just do enemies module. We'll set up variable for that, and we'll get enemy config the enemy model dot name, and we'll do or not enemy config return enemy config dot display name. And another good thing is that we can do rich text. So if we have a look at this name label here, we can turn on rich texture, and we can have custom colors if we do want them. But we don't need that at the moment, since I'm not using any rich text or anything, so I'm just going to keep that separate. And instead, what we're going to do now is do the health bar. So if we have a look here, what I want to do is go and... Is there actually... Let me check something real quick. So there's no number there. So I like to have numbers visible in my health bar, so I'm just going to duplicate that. Get rid of this. Actually, I might keep this stroke. I'm gonna add a health bar here. So that's going to be on top of the health bar. So we need to make sure our Z index is 2. I had my friends test a 21 series game and they didn't load except for me. Yeah, okay. I'll check that out. We'll do health label. Hey toy. So here, I'm just going to have the label as white, and then we'll have the black surrounding for it, stroke for it, and we'll have 0, 0, 0, and 0, 0, 0. I'll just have something like that. Keep up the good work. I'm working on my own game. Sweet, Rusty. Brought a new, really good PC. Going to start doing that devlog idea I talked about last time I was here. Yeah, okay. Having devlogs of what you do every time. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Alright, so we want 2 things. We want a humanoid.changed. Obviously, there's health change, but I'd like to use change since that takes into consideration max health and and every other property. And so what I'm going to do is, when our humanoid changes, we need to do 2 things. And also, we want to do 2 things before we set up this change event. So as soon as this label loads, we need to set the bar size and the health label. And then when the humanoid changes, so the health changes, the max health changes, we're going to update it again. So here what we'll do is, I believe we actually have a... inside our interface here, we have our on-screen player profile. Is this the one? Nope, on-screen labels maybe. Yep, we've got our tween size function. We're going to grab that. I'm just going to paste it here. I won't bother putting it in a... Actually, I could probably just put it in this util here. Actually, I'm going to move it to that util. Let's do module tween size. So we'll just do that. So we need a couple things now. So we need the local utility and the replicated utility. So local modules equals require, local player, wait for child, player scripts, wait for child modules. And here it actually, we'll get this in a second, but what we also need is the enemies module. So that would be, I'm going to put it below it. Local replicated storage, game, get servers, replicated storage, local replicated modules, require replicated storage, wait for child modules. So we're going to get this module script here, and then that's going to require all of these. So then we can just do local enemies module equals replicated modules to enemies, which should be that one there, which is this one. And then we use the get enemy config from inside here. So that's all good. Now we need this GUI utility. Whoops. NPCs. We want this GUI utility in our local modules. So let's grab that. Local GUI utility equals local modules dot GUI utility. And then we will use that down here in a second, which would be the tween size one. Now that's not all we have to do. We've got to go back to our on-screen labels one, and we need to change that also. So instead of using that here, so we'll get some underscores here, what we want is our local GUI utility, because local module is GUI utility, and then we'll just call the tween size from there. Like that. And that's all we have to do there. And that's going to be the same here. We just call the same thing. So, on first update, we want to do our... Let's have a look at the GUI again. We have our upper frame, bar back, and then the bar. So we need to update the actual bar size, but we also need to change the health label. We need to change the text of the health label. So this one will be quite simple. It's just going to be the floor. So we don't want decimals in the health. The humanoid.health ... So we're going to join it to that string. And then we want the max health on the other side. So humanoid.max health. So it's going to be like 50 / 100. And that's going to say 50 out of 100 health. And then this bar back here, we actually want to tween it. So we're going to pass that in. And we want the size to be from scale, the humanoid.health, divide by the humanoid.max health. And then the second argument will be 1, so it pulls the whole entire frame. And this decimal here will be between 0 and 1, sometimes over or below, but that doesn't matter too much. Actually, I might change that. We do local delta equals math.clamp. Get the decimal there. It's going to be a minimum of 0, and it's going to be a maximum of 1, so it can't go below 0, can't go above 1. And we'll use that there. Duration, I'm just going to put this like 0.1. And pretty much we just copy and paste that one line there. And that's what we need to do. Obviously, I can have a function or something to do this, but I'm just going to keep it like this. Alright, so that should be the health bars and all that working now. So if we just join the game, so let me actually put this back. So get rid of the Adorny, move this back into Assets, UI. We're going to change this back to Viewer, so we can see the normal humanoid stuff there. And then we just do that. Let's close up all that, play the game. So that's the one we just did then. Also, I want to change the play count so we can use spatial voice. So if we run over here, we can see it's working now. Okay, that's apparently not. Let me check something. Oh, and something is not working here. I think I missed the error. It's my... Oh, that's why I couldn't see it. Okay, there we go. Name label is no valid mirror of upper frame. Oh, it's... No, wait, what? Is it called something else? Name label. Name label is no valid mirror of frame, the upper frame. Line 45. Oh, I thought I did that right. What? So the billboard dot upper frame dot name label. Oh, dot text. Yeah, so we need to change the text there. Okay. Now if we go attack him. So his health is 50 out of 50. If I attack him, there we go. Now it's going down. And then it doesn't go below 0. So it's 0 out of 50. And if we let them respawn... Oh, it looks like the respawn function didn't work. I guess what we have to do is go here. We actually need to do a wait for child humanoid. And we'll put it on... We'll wait maximum of 2 seconds. And I'll put that there, yeah. So we want to have this before we try to find the head. So that way we know the humanoid's there. So the head should be there. Because the humanoid requires all the Motor 6D joints for the animations to work. So the head has to load first with all the joints. So that way the humanoid works properly. So we'll do that. I'm going to keep it in the same order. So if not enemy config, or not humanoid, or not head, return. And that should be good. So if we play again, I will check that issue with data too. So let's check that in testing. Task, fix data. We'll put that there. Where is it? Load one more. We've got so many, it's having errors loading them. I'm gonna have to remove some or simplify some. I needed like a one-shot sword too. We'll add that too. Oh. There we go. So now if it respawns... There we go. Actually, what I'm thinking is, if we go back here, we shouldn't actually tween it. What I'm going to do is just set the size directly to that UDIM scale. So that way it's immediately there. And then this parent will add after we set up all the events and everything. So all the labels are set, all the sizes is set. And it just immediately works. You do that to reduce line count. Do that to reduce line count. There we go. So now we set up the frame, we set up the health, we get the size of the health bar. Then on change, we tween the health changing. And we set the parent there. So that's pretty simple. I think most of you should have got that. Chuck down there. So for each of them, I don't know if I'll keep it here, but we'll just keep it here for the moment. Alright, so let's have a look at this data loading issue. So let me just save to Roblox. And save to file. Actually, I'm gonna wait for it to do this. I'll make the game public so all of you can join so we can have a look what the issue is. But I'm not exactly sure why it would be doing that. Actually, I'll try in Studio first. See if I can replicate it here. And then we're going to do visuals, which is like day-night, lighting effects, all that. And progression, I've got to wait for this here. I need to get the building done. I need to hire somebody again. Okay, so that works. You're right. What's going on with that? Let me just start another one. So this one loads, which is good. Oh, okay. There goes everything on my screen. Let me open it again. So that's the studio. Okay, so it is working in studio. Let me try in game now. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Go away. Let me just make it public. After I change the play count. Where is it? Can you make play count changes here? I forgot. Where is it? I thought it was here. What? No, okay, I guess not. Oh, here it is. Okay, maximum 30, I believe it was. Let's make this public. Save. Let's jump to the game. Let me just post this in chat real quick. Oh, that picture's old. Let's update the picture too while we're at it. So what I do here, I have a Xbox One version. I set it to actual resolution. You go view, screenshot, and then you want to make sure you change it to fit this window before you turn it off, in case any bugs happen. But that's there. Like, we get somebody to join. That would be great. Let me also go pictures. Let me get that one. Actually, I'm not going to delete that thumbnail. I'll keep it there. Let me just turn that off. Can one of you join, please? Unless... Oh, I could join on my phone, actually. And I could just test it with my phone. Now, what does this say? Oh, shit. I'll be back. Just, one of you join and we'll check the area in a minute. Yeah, I'm fully AFK, so I'll be back later. I'll be back like 20, 30 minutes. Alright. I'm back. Oh, you're back, Charles. Oh, drugs. How nice. It looks like the data did load for the other person. Huh. It might be when it's in a different place. That's probably why. That might be the problem, J2. It's just a totally different place and, like, nothing's there. I don't want to do that at the moment. I'll keep that as a separate thing. I'll put that in bugs. You're hard at work? Yeah. My dad needed some help outside. Alright. So we can't do progression yet, so we're gonna do visuals. Weather, wind lines, wind shake, lily pads, lighting effects, day night. I believe we already have lighting effects working. I'm gonna have to test that in here. Let's just jump over to region data. We fixed the hotbar. I think we fixed everything to do with the hotbar. If we have a look at regions... Regions would be... Wait, am I blind? Is it settings? Regions. Regions. Why is there no regions? Replicator storage. Is it client-sided? Oh, it is. Okay. Can I try it out on my phone real quick? Sure. I shall unprivate the game. The game links in the chat. Default bright, default darker. Okay, so it's there. Let me just... What's the walk speed set to by default? 16. In Discord chat? Actually, it's in Discord links channel also. If you have a look, if you scroll up, it will be there. Let's just run over to our spot. Do you want to chat on Discord? No. That's all working. Yeah. So if I currently look at 1.88. Okay, yeah, so it is all working. So lighting effects are working. We need to do the lily pad correction thing. So right now it's not following the water waves. Can I get a tick emoji? Can I use that here? So that would be lighting effects. Sweet, I can. Is there day-night? I don't think there is. Lighting. Run service dot render step connect function dt. So we'll do dt times equals timescale, and then we'll do lighting dot clock time plus equals dt, and that's day and night. Yeah, so in the Discord, if you have a look under important, the links channel, if you scroll up, there'll be the RPG series there. There's not too many links in there. It will be the fourth from the top. There we go. So day-night is working. Timescale is crazy fast. What I might actually do is go back. So I've already done some RPG related stuff, and one of the things I did implement was the weather system. So I'm gonna actually go to my stored projects. I'm gonna open up my MMORPG project, and I'm gonna get my weather system from here. And there's like a bunch of icons and stuff we can use here, which is great. I've got like heaps of stuff in here we can also use. But yeah. We'll grab some of this stuff, and we can reuse it. What is this? Oh, that's regions music. Hey, that's old. Here we go. So what I'm gonna do is quickly jump to here. So we have weather data. So it's just like a normal table. We've got skybox, we've got the actual rain properties and all that. So I'm gonna copy that. If I don't completely screw this up. So weather data, that's going to be client-sided. So I'm going to put that inside our definition module here. Can you place it in your chat? Sure. I did place it before, but I shall place it again. Let me just make sure that's actually public. Okay, it is open. So, if we jump back here, that's RPG series, so I want this one. So weather data is in replicated. I might actually put that just in local. Wait, this weapon. Oops. So weather data is there. Let me see what else we've got. Don't need them. Don't need them, don't need them. Advanced spring. Simple spring. Custom enums. What's geometry? Convert angle. Yeah, okay. Weather system. Yeah, so this is a weather system here that I did in the past. I'm gonna reuse this. And then that's just a rain module that's open source. But I'm gonna reuse this one. So I definitely don't want to script that from scratch. You can have a look at the code and everything in there. It's just like setting weather, toggling rain, blah blah blah. Let me actually just replace some stuff here. That's all pretty much the same code which I'd use now anyways, so there's nothing too crazy. That's a random rain chance at the bottom here. So actually, I'm gonna actually have to bring that over to our gameplay lighting. So I'm gonna have to combine those two. Blah blah blah. There's the old stuff there, so I do want them to. Let me actually just chuck everything inside here for the moment. Yeah, that looks about... That should be everything there. So that's the old weather system. Oh, is that a ragdoll system? That could be useful. Do you see me? I'm not in game at the moment. Let me just join. Doesn't look like you're in game. Hey, Maze. And then I need my lily pad height corrector, so let me grab that. So that's actually inside my waterfall terrain project. So if I just open from file, I'm gonna have to find waterfall. Waterfall. Where is thy waterfall? There it is. Yeah, there we go. Nice. It does look like it's working though. There's no errors or anything. Do these guys still work? Yeah, okay. So dialogue still work. Yeah, you got a different YT, I don't know. I was gonna say no, but... Oh, actually, while we're here, we can test the PvP mechanics. So if I try attack you, I can't. Because you're not on my team. Oh, we're not on enemy teams. Since it's only PvE. So that is working, that's good news. He's losing health and I can see it. So what I might actually do is have a different label for the players. So I'm going to add that to the list also. Oh, actually, I need to make sure the death bow. Make sure this isn't... I can't see the arrow anymore. Oh, the bows can damage players. We need to fix that. So let's jump back here. So what we need to do is prevent bows from dealing damage to players. PvP checks. What else was the other one? There was another one. Oh, health bars for players. Oh, I meant to go Twitch only. Whoops. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So basically what I found out was there was an issue. So you can't attack each other with swords because it's not PvP, which is correct. But bows you can attack each other, which I need to fix. And then I want to add a overhead UI for the players. So the enemies have a custom one. The players, I want to have another one. So that's what I need to do. But first, right here we have our lily pads. And pretty much I'm going to... I should probably have it inside here maybe, but for the moment... Actually, I could put lily pads out here. But I just need to get this lily pad also into the game. So there's that one. I want them to. Oh, that one does it for me, okay. And then, is there anything else here I want? I don't think there is. No. Alright. So we got everything we need now. Why you cannot see the words above your head? Chat might be disabled. That's why. That's probably why, but... Let's make sure that's everything. Yep. Alright, so that is everything. I'm gonna grab the current lighting and I'm gonna disable day nights. So there is lighting effects, which actually I need to redo now. Alright, so... I believe that should be okay. What we need to do first is do the bow fix, since that's more important. So if we have a look at our projectile service, we need to do a set on ray hit function here. So we need to do a PvP check. So local owner player equals raycast result dot, oh wait, sorry, user data dot local player, and then we want to have a local target player equals players get player from character the dot parent of that ray result. So actually what I'm going to do is... have those two there. So we want to do if raycast result dot instance, then I should probably do it line by line, not by jumping through the lines. But so what we're going to do is check if there's a raycast instance. If there is, we're going to try find the target player of that instance. We're also going to try find the humanoid of that instance, or instance's parent in both cases. So if we find the humanoid and there is no player, so it's a enemy, or if there is a player but we can attack that player, so we're going to use our PvP service, is in PvP. Wait, is that what we did for the other one? Let me check combat service. What do we do here? So weapon service can attack target. Let's see. Can attack target. Is valid target. Can attack target. No, nothing here has it. Let me go back to combat service. We need to see where... Actually, if I just Control-Shift-V... Oh wait, do we not even check it at all? Oh snap. Wait, how does that work? And then how do the weapons work? Oh, that's why. Okay. See, that's the... I think that's what... Yeah. I think I might have not saved at some point. But, we'll do... Function module. Can player attack other local player target player. Return is in PvP and not or is on team. So and not is on team. So then we'll use this one here, under here. So local player is the owner player. Actually, I'm going to keep it owner player. And then the target player. And then I'm going to use the same thing here. We're going to jump to our can attack. And I'm going to change this so it checks it here also. We don't really need the check, do we? Local player. Get player from character. Humanoid.parent. We'll just do that there. Actually, I can do that. Enemy player. So enemy player and or actually let's do not enemy player or that. So we'll try to find the enemy player. If there is no enemy player, or they can be attacked, then that will be true in there. And then we can just comment that out because we don't need it. That's just for any extra things with there. So that should fix that issue there. And then... So now I can test that again. So let's just jump in game. Let me just run it once, single player. When are the enemies going to have models? So I am receiving some enemy models. I already have one, but I'm thinking... Well, actually, I've already got it started, but we're going to do a enemy class system. I don't know if I'll get to it this stream or later. But, if I can get it to this in this stream, then, yeah, we'll do the enemy system also. Otherwise, we'll just have to do it later. At the next stream, which is tomorrow. So if I just run the death bow... So we can still attack things like that. Oh, did that... Wait. Hey, no, it's just a tween. But we can see this is working. Man, I'm gonna head off. Bye bye. See you, Charles. Headshot. There we go. So that is working. What I'm gonna do is run test on 2-player, and we're gonna try shoot each other. Alright, so if I go... Actually, I want to do keybinds too, but I'll worry about that later. So we just wait for the game to load. I'm going to equip the death bow on this one. Actually, we should add a double clicking feature, that'd be nice. But if I grab this and shoot him, it does not do damage anymore, which is great. It actually even sticks an arrow in me. So what I should do actually is... We're going to have the arrows stick to the player models now. I think that's another thing we should add. So... let me actually change this. Bow changes. Prevent bow. And arrows stick to humanoid models. So this stick to humanoid models is a very easy thing to add. All we have to do is go to our core. We're going to go to our projectile system. And in here where we damage the humanoid, what we also want to do, so actually here, so we're going to move that to its own if statement here. So if not target player or can attack it through PvP mechanics. Then do that. And then what we're also going to do is do self.user data. Oh, sorry, that's client side. When you go to the client side real quick. Let's jump back. Let's fix that up. So actually, I'm just going to spam Control Z. When you go to the client side, which is handling all the visuals. So under our core, gameplay. Under our bow. Is that... No, that only tells the server when to trigger. What we need to do is go to our effect service. So if we go effects, we've got our run effect, and we've got our arrow projectile here. So this is on ray hit, which is where we want to do our, where we want to say, this is where our arrow hits, so we want to stick to that model. So here we'll do local humanoid equals raycast params dot instance. Oh, sorry, raycast results. I just realized that. And raycast result dot instance dot parent find first child of class humanoid. If humanoid, then. So let's try find a humanoid. If there is a humanoid, what I'm gonna do is local stuck model equals arrow model clone. We're gonna go and for underscore base part and iPair stuck model get descendants do. If base part is a base part, then base part dot can collide equals false. Base part dot anchored equals false. Base part dot can touch is false. Basically, we're going to set a few things to false. Dot can query equals false. So that's prevent raycasting from actually getting triggered by the projectile there. So can collide, anchored, can touch, can query, all false. And then we want to make massless to true. And what we can do after this is stuck model dot parent equals the raycast result dot instance dot parent. So inside the model, but we want to stick it to that particular instance that we hit. So that way when the instance moves, so let's say the left arm, when that left arm moves, we want the arrow to move with it. Hey Wheezy, how much years of experience do you have? I've been scripting, technically I've been scripting from 2015, but I took a pretty much whole year break in 2017, and then 2018 upwards, I've just been getting back into it and redoing all my code structure and all that. I would say after 2019, so late 2019, that's when I started working on my own framework, like how I got this thing set up. And since then, I'd say my scripting neatness has skyrocketed. And it's helped me a lot. But if we do replicated modules dot, if we have a look inside our utility here, we have models. Inside here we have a weld constraint function, we're going to call that. So what we're welding part 0 to part 1. So we're welding our stuck model dot primary part to our part 1, which is going to be the raycast result dot instance. And then here what we're also going to do is get the stuck model dot primary part. So we're going to weld everything to the primary part because that's what's being welded to the model. So here we'll do if base part is a base part, if base part does not equal to primary part, then so if the base part is not the primary part, we're going to weld it to the primary part. So we're going to weld our base part to the primary part. So that way everything stays together when we unanchor it and we clear all joints and all that. Now I don't know if we do, if we have a look at our arrows. So grouped arrows, death arrow. Some of them are only 1 pieces, but others have a lot more. Now obviously some of these do have welds and all that. But I just want to make sure that we're doing it. So what I'm thinking is I could probably just do primary part clear all children. So for example, in here, all the trails, attachments, and the other world constraints will get destroyed, and we'll remake them. Or I can do if not primary part, find first child of class, world constraint. Actually, there might be a better idea, like that. So we'll get the primary part. If there is no weld constraint inside the primary part, that means nothing is welded to the primary part, and we need to set up all the welds. And then we can set up all the welds doing this. We'll make sure we're not welding the primary part to itself. And then we'll parent that, and we're gonna weld the primary part of the arrow, or whatever it is, to the instance. So it's like everything inside the arrow is welded to the primary part, then the primary part is welded to the raycast instance, or raycast result instance. Okay. Now let's try that. So if I play it again, now I can shoot it into the enemies, and it should stick to them when they keep chasing after us. So I'm just gonna use the wooden bow for this one. It should work for both bows. So if we have a look, enemies. Is that anchored or something? Oh, it is anchored. Why is it anchoring? Let's fix that. Oh, maybe I should have it so... Yeah, I might actually change it so it uses this one. But it should be doing... Oh, because it's doing that. Okay. So do worlds equals not that. Okay, there we go. So we want to say local do worlds equals check if there is no world constraint inside the primary part. So if there is no world constraints currently, we're going to make all the worlds. And then at the bottom here, in our for loop, at the if statement, we'll do if do worlds end base part does not equal the primary part, we'll weld it to the primary part. So that way, it's still running all this can collide false, anchored false, can touch false, all of that stuff. But it will only weld if it has to. Through our logic. So if we try that now. There we go. So now you can see it's stuck to the enemy. And the actually trail was still going. Which is pretty funny, but... So what I'm going to do now is... I believe there is actually a enabled option. Yeah, so... What we're going to do is else if... else if it inside the primary part... No, I'll do else if base part is a trail, then base part dot enabled equals false. So actually I'm going to change this to object now. So if object is a base part, then do all of that. Otherwise, if object is a trail, just set it to false, the enabled. And let's just play that. So now if we stick it on there again, it's not emitting any beam effects, but it is still sticking to the enemy, which is what we want. Now, a big issue we currently have with our projectile system is that it's not actually giving you the correct position when the ray terminates. So when you terminate it, it's not giving you the correct position at the finale. It's like final spot. So if I go and shoot this wall, it will stick out the wall. Or stick in the wall like that. So obviously it's not working correctly. And if I just do that, it's just not working. So we need to fix this. Oh, and also we need to fix that. But yeah, it's not sticking inside it. What we do in this series, we are creating a full RPG game. That's the whole idea of the series. But also, let's just make sure that our projectile system actually does check that it's inside... our enemies folder. So what should I do then? Wait, did this get rid of the fix? Oh wait. Wait, no, what? I swear it was here, wasn't it? Wait, what? Did I not... Didn't I just fix this? Well, that's annoying. Oh, hey, Creaky. How long do you think it would take to complete this game? Well, it's weekends only. And we're quite far in it, actually. But yeah, we're still nowhere near it. There's still quite a bit we've still got to do, so not anytime soon, I'd say. I may or may not actually do all of these. So like dual wielding weapons, I'll probably not do. I might just not do that altogether. Actually, that's just a whole pain in the ass to set up. Server-wide auction house, that's easy. Trading, easy. PvP, duels tournaments, that's pretty easy. Party system, team system, since we've set up this other service, easy. Dungeons raids, easy. Player profile, that's just like analytical information about your profile or save, so that's easy. I was thinking about doing a save selection. That is another idea I do want to add. Save selection. But yeah, as you can see, I'm still adding and removing things like that, so... And we haven't got like character customization or NPCs running around or anything like that, so... It's gonna take a bit. And then also I'm doing other projects too, so... Yeah. Here we'll do... If humanoid... And not target player or systems container .pvp service can attack other player. Owner player. That's... Oh, that's where I put it. Okay. Well, that's fixed now again. So now if we try that... So that prevent us from damaging each other, but I just need to make sure that we can't attack NPCs like we can that. So prevents damage to NPCs. So if we do our projectile system. So can attack other player. So is enemy equals not target player. And the humanoid. So actually, I'm gonna put that out here. So that check is out there, and then we can say, "N humanoid is descendant of enemies folder," which will be that one. So is enemy is if there is no player. Just check if it's inside the enemy folder. So here we can say if is enemy or can attack through PvP mechanics, then do that. So let's do that. So play. Let me shoot that, and we can no longer damage him. And we'll fix that in a minute, but I need to go AFK again. And we'll fix that by looking at what I did with the current system in here. In a minute. Alright, I'm back. Hey, Ghosted. Yeah, so when you look in this projectile system, so if we go to our thing here, let's just run through the logic of this specific area here. So this is the update method for the projectiles. So we say, okay, get the difference in time between frames. So this projectile update's running on heartbeat, so it's server and client supported. So we just say, okay, for each projectile, if it's disposed, to get rid of it, we don't need it anymore. Otherwise, if the projectile is in an active state, we update the projectile. Do note that we're calling update in the single thread. So that means if there's heaps of projectiles, this will fall behind. Or like there'll be 2 loops active at once. Hey, Omgur. Or text, I'll just say text, but yeah, so we'll call update delta time using heartbeat. We'll pass the delta time now. We do self.time elapsed plus equals the DT. If the elapsed time is larger than the lifetime, we want to destroy it. So there's our first problem. We don't save the end position. We just straight up destroy it and we return. So we don't know where we finished there. The frame before we finish there. Next position, next velocity. So we'll get the direction we're traveling. We'll raycast in that direction that we're traveling from our current position. If we got debug, so that's just debug information there. That's like making points of our projectile traveling and making beams between them. And then our function on ray hit, we just check if there is a raycast result. If the function's there, call the function. If that function returns true, that means kill the projectile. We'll just kill the projectile and all that. We do set the position there. We'll set that there. Hey, unknown user. Just saw you were streaming, lol. What are you working on right now? Fixing the projectile system. So there's a problem where when the ray or when the projectile finishes, so when it hits something, it actually doesn't give you the final position in the correct spot. It does some other weird stuff, which I don't even know what it does. I think it gives you the last position because of this up here. But also, when you return true for check if ray terminates, so that's a function, or on ray hit function, sorry. So when this returns true, that's going to kill the projectile. But when you do some other checks here too. But there's debug data there. There's on ray updated. We just spawn that. That's completely fine. But if we have a look at this other one here, the one that I fixed, you can see there's a little bit of a difference. So that's fine, because down here we do all the other stuff. So if the projectile ends, it should just destroy this guy. So that's the same here. I had the wrong area in my head, but that's fine there, because that means it's timed out and it should just destroy in the middle of the sky. Next position, so the same here, that's all the same. We've got our visuals the same, params the same. It's just this bottom bit which was having the issues. So here we have a local variable do kill ray. So unlike this one, we actually store this in a variable. And then we say, okay, set our velocity in position to the next one, to wherever we're next. So that way, if so we can set all the debug there. So this debug will include where we kill our ray. So the very final value of this debug data table, so debug steps table, sorry, that will be where we killed our ray. And then if on ray updated, that includes where we kill our ray also. And then at the bottom here, we just say if do kill ray self-destroy. The reason why we don't return or anything is because when you destroy, it will set disposed to true. So on the next update, it will remove it from the projectiles data table anyways. But there, that's fine. And that's pretty much the only difference. It's just changing this whole last bit here. That's all we have to do. So we just change the order of functions, and we get the last position of whether A is killed. So if I shoot this now, let's say at a wall, I don't actually think the local script keeps the bullet there, so I'll change that. But if I shoot this at the dummy, oh, that's the stick mechanic, so we need to fix the stick mechanic too now. What did I aim at before? There's something else I aimed it at where it's stuck. Oh, that's sticking now. I guess some cases it doesn't stick. Unless it's a hitbox. Let me check if I missed anything. I think I might have missed something. Dot unit times magnitude times dt. That's fine. On ray hit. Kill projectile. Oh yeah, I had unique identifiers for projectiles. Let me add this in here. Don't need that one anymore. And a few other things we do spawn here. Where is it? I think it was actually up here I did it. So in here I do, so here what we actually do is give it a unique identifier. Actually, I think I've got to set that in our effects and... how did I do this projectile system? I tell the client the stuff, right? Config tape working. Yeah, weapon config. So I changed the user data manually here. And I give it a unique identifier, which I pass through. Yeah. And then I give the client the user data, which they're gonna set. Okay. So I'm gonna change it to that, so that way we can destroy projectiles near bosses. So if the boss has an AoE of destroying near projectiles, we can do that. So if we just run over to our effects service, in our create arrow projectile here, so we'll just quickly do that. We want user data, user data override. So in our user data, this one here will do if type of user data override equals table, then for kvn pairs that user data override do arrow projectile dot user data k equals v, and then we can go to our server side of it, which is this one here. And we will give them the unique identifier for the projectile. GUID false. And then we'll put that in here. UUID. And then we can actually just pass this user data right here through. And then that way everything's shared. So now if we have a look. Boom, 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 boom. Like that. So we tell the client to create a projectile and we'll pass in all this information here. And by the looks of it, we can actually reduce the number of things we pass through. So modified speed is what? That one. We'll pass that through. We don't need that one. So let's jump back here. So we have the job, origin, velocity. And we'll pass them there. So dot ping time. Or dot ping. Dot projectile ID. Dot ping. There. So now we're passing everything through the user data table. And we can reduce those arguments now. Look at that, saving space. And then what we also can do is create the HTTP service up here. I believe I did actually call it somewhere. I don't know if I deleted it. Was it in here? No. Hopefully I deleted it. But yeah, so we also, in here, as you can see, we also reduced the arguments by passing in the user data. Actually, did I keep bullet velocity? Okay, I did. But now we can actually get the unique identifier for that projectile by returning the projectile. Like that. And then I can destroy all unique identifiers and also by projectile ID. So if we save that, I believe that should still work. I'll have to look into how to fix that other thing. Update achievements. Index nil with send simple notification. Core interface achievements. Oh, that's notification. See, there's hidden errors like that you can't find. It's stupid. Because they don't show up for whatever reason. Alright, so if we try that now, hopefully that shall fix it. Yep, so that's working. And that should, yep, not damage it. So it does stick in the humanoid root part. So that is sticking there, but I guess it's just the model itself that's causing it. So maybe what we can do is go back. Let me actually check the gun system, because I think it might be doing a different way of saving it. But if we jump to our effects. So where do we do it here. So we don't actually do anything with... Oh, okay, I see. We need to actually do the arrow model set primary part C-frame, C-frame.new, the projectile data dot arrow projectile, sorry, dot, so if we have a look at the base projectile inside the services, we have a position and a velocity value. I believe is one we're looking for. So yes, so position and velocity. So that's what we want to do. So we want to make a new C-frame at our current position, facing towards our current position plus our velocity, and then dot unit. So that dot unit just makes it so it's rounded to 1, or like magnitude of 1, and then this position is just like an offset from our current spot. So it will face towards wherever we need it to face. And I believe actually we need to go back, and each projectile has a rotation C-frame, I believe we need to apply to it. So I'll try apply that. But that is definitely, I think that's close enough, is it? Ooh, that doesn't look right. I'll have to, can I just not see that? Yeah. We'll have to look at that one. Let me have a look at this again. I think I'm missing something. We checked. Vectors 3, 0, 3. False, false. Actually, that can just be also clock. False, empty. Oh yeah, I just don't want that. Default raycast params. Alright, I should be doing it. I guess I'll have to look at my gun system here. So in the client side, oh, that's the updated function. That's right. So I guess I use the updated function for it. Oh, unless it's that position. The raycast result position plus the direction. And then also we need to multiply it by the config of this. So local CF value equals that. So C-frame times the where is it? Arrow projectile dot user data dot where is oh, what happened there? Wait, whatever. Where is it? To the weapon data dot rotation. I believe that's what we want here. So we try that now. Okay, so if we do that bow, what the fuck? Okay, let's see. Vector 3 expected got nil. Oh, shit. That's why. Ah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so it is ending inside it. It's just this here is not. 174. Invalid argument number 2. Okay, let me see something. Times equals. Is it that one? Let's see. Boink. 174. It is that one, okay. Weapon data equals weapon data. That should be doing it. Vector 3 expected got no. Okay, weapon data is an empty table. Weapon data is empty. What? Oh, I guess you can't pass those through, can you? Okay. So we'll have to actually do replicated modules dot weapon data. The arrow projectile dot user data dot projectile ID dot rotation. So we'll just have to get it ourselves using the projectile ID. Next nil with rotation. Okay, sweet. Now we're getting somewhere. Replicated modules, weapon data, projectile ID, which is what? Defaults? Oh, dot projectiles. Dot. Oh, find that one. So if we do that one, there we go. Okay. So now it's sticking inside the model because it finishes where the ray finishes. And there we go. We can see all the debug information about this now. Okay, now that we've got it working again, let's go back and disable debug mode or whatever. So that will be up here or down, not actually in that one. We want to go to our projectile handler, module services projectile handler. We're gonna comment that one and put it as false. So now that's fixed. Let me save to Roblox. My mistake on that part. So all of them are working now. Now let's get back to the visuals. Let's do... This one's going to be a little bit tricky to do. So if we just go back to our to-do here. So we have our lighting service on the client. So what I'm thinking is we have some values or something stored somewhere. So I think it might be better if we do have a replicated one. So modules, let's do lighting system. So we'll change that one to go here. Module, and we want local run service, game get service run service. If run service is server, then else. So only clients can do that one. Local lighting equals game get service lighting. Local tween service game get service tween service. Default linear tween, that would be this one. We do want that one up here. Do these ones have a systems container? I don't know if they do. Oh, it has a init function. Doesn't look like they do. Wait, no, yeah, they should. If init... Yeah, okay, they do. So systems container is a thing. I'm gonna have a function init here. I'm gonna have one here. So that's a thing. So those ones should go on the client. On region enter. Yeah, so I'm going to do function module on region enter. We'll do that one. Call that there. So now if we actually go back to our region, or our one over here, let's get rid of that and go regions. We want to do on region enter, we're going to do replicated core, which we don't have that required. Let's require it. Local replicated core. Oh, so replicated systems. Let's change that to core. So replicated core dot lighting system on region enter. Region name, region data. So we'll do it through there. And then if we just play normally again, it should still work. But the difference is now we've got a server side of it and we can do interactions there. And then all our to-dos here, which we'll set up in a minute. So if we have a look at lighting, it's all really high. Jump in here and it starts going down to the correct levels, which is what we want. Okay, so now that we've got that, I'm gonna actually do one more thing. I'm gonna go back and do our lily pad system here. So if I run to our gameplay, I'm gonna have this inside a module. I'm gonna call it lily pads. I guess I could, yeah, I'll just call it lily pads. This can get very laggy. See, I don't have any like chunk renderings or any in and out vegetation render systems right now, so I'm just gonna make it so it does do this in a particular way. Let me actually put this in prepared modules utility. Let's do terrain wave calc. Train water waves. So we'll get that one. So what we need here is... So this is just making lily pads go up and down following the water. Local active lily pads. Function module registered lily pad. Here we'll just do some checks and then table.insert active lily pads the model. I don't actually know where these ones are stored. Let me check. Oh, okay. So that is inside map. What was this? Oh, vines. Huh. Vines, lily pad. I'll just rename these to, Oh, no, that's, yeah. I should probably have them organize it. Oh, well. Yeah, let's got a little bit of a map, yeah. I need to get another builder for the town area there. I need some buildings made. AKA the Adventures Hall and all the good shit. For game progression. Oh my god, can I unselect these? God damn it. Okay, let me just get all these lily pads here. I'm gonna move them to a separate folder. And just put them inside the terrain for the moment. I'm gonna grab these ones. Where's this other one? I'll check it in a second. Lily pad. Hey, there's that one. Wait, is that 2 in 1? Ah, it was. I'll just put that there. Put it inside terrain. So that's all of them. So I'm going to make that follow the water height. Oh wait, I don't want that one. That one can go back in the map folder. So lily pads in there. And then we'll go here, we'll do, let me actually get the systems container thing here. System container equals other systems, put underscore lily pad model in IPAS, workspace, wait for child, floating lily pads, get children, do, table.insert. Actually, I need to register the lily pad model. So, if not, table.find that one, the lily pad model, then we're going to insert it. So we'll automatically check if it's like a model or if it's a... Actually, I might just make it mesh part. So if lily pad model is a mesh part, then, so if not, then return. No, I better do if it is a base part or lily pad model is a model, else one invalid lily pad. Like that. We're gonna get all the current lily pads, we're gonna add them in there. Then we're gonna get all the newly added lily pads and add them in there. I also wanna, I should probably go back and add this, but I'm gonna get the destroying function. And I'm gonna do local index equals table define that one. If index, then if index, then table.remove at the index, like that. And then down here we'll do run service, game, get service, run service. We'll do run service dot, I'm gonna do it on heartbeat. Run step is needed, but it will be way too quick. And let's get the module. So this is under our replicated storage modules. Local replicated modules require replicated storage with child modules. Local terrain water waves equals replicated modules dot terrain water waves. Terrain water waves. We're gonna do for underscore model in iPad or for underscore objects in iPads active lily pads do. If object is a model, then else if object is a base part, then we're gonna do so we need to actually get the calc here, so dot calc x and z. Like that. And then also we need to do, I need to go back and add it here, but when you do the lily pad model, Oh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do local is model. Is model equals lily pad is a model. Is model and lily pad model dot primary part dot position dot y, or the position y. So local parts equals is model and lily pad model dot primary part or lily pad model. And then we can say dot position dot y, like that. Let's bring that up here actually. So now we have the active lily pad, the model for the lily pad, and the Y position for that lily pad. But what we do need to also do is... That's not going to work anymore, so we have to do a for loop here. I think I need to go back and check that, but... I need to check some other scripts, but that's fine for the moment. And as a matter of fact, we do the exact same thing over here. So local model start Y, unpack data. So actually that should be object start Y. And we'll do start Y plus the XZ. So we'll do local primary part, or actually we'll just do part equals object is a model and object dot primary part or object local is model equals object is a model, if model then else. Dot position dot x position dot z if it's a model, else if it's a part. So let's just come back here. So what we changed was it now actually inserts a table with the model and the Y position of the starting, or the starting Y position of that lily pad. So we'll get the Y position through the part variable, which is if it's a model, get the primary part of the model. Otherwise, if it's like a mesh part, in this case, yes. If it's like a base part, just get the position from the base part. And then down here, we know it's a model or a base part, so we just have to do is model. If it is a model, we just get the primary part. Otherwise, it's a mesh part or base part. So that's our part. The Y height is the starting Y value plus the train water's height offset, so the wave itself, how high that is, at the current X and Z. And then if it is a model, we want to do object set primary part cframe. Cframe.new. Now obviously there is something else we can do here. I'm just going to do this for the moment. Let me actually get the local pos equals parts position. Pos.x, pos.z. Cframe.new pos. Actually, I might get the C-frame. So I can say the current C-frame. Oh, how can I do that? I'm trying to think. So we just need to have it so everything moves inside here. Through the primary part. But we need the current look vector. Which is pos.look vector. So this is part C-frame. Let me actually do that in there. Part C frame dot position dot x dot position dot z. C frame dot new dot position. We're just. Okay, it does have an x. Oh, I don't need that then. Dot x. The y height plus the offset. So that's just the y height. Part C frame dot z. So our current C frame. So actually that should be vector3.new. So C frame dot new current position plus the original look vector. There's probably some other way of doing this, but I'm just going to do it like this for the moment. Oh, let me know if there is a better way. Can't think of one right now. So those two, if it's a model, get that. That's used everywhere. Yep, don't need that one. Need that one. So that's calculating the position and the rotation of it. That's getting the Y height. Like that. And I believe now that should be it. So if we play here, that should be floating with the water. There we go. So now it's floating with the water level. Or a little bit behind at least. Actually, that is a problem. Why is it doing that? What? Let me check it again. Oh, unless the Y position's off normally. What's the wave size? 0.3. Actually, that shouldn't matter anyways. Train 0.3. Let me quickly double check this. Oh, I thought I changed that, that's why. So, max wave. Okay, so these aren't meant to be changed. Is that all? Okay, so that's gonna be required immediately. Yeah. So water wave speed 0. And then here I'm gonna go workspace.water. Oh, workspace.train.water wave speed equals, was it 15? Yeah, 15. Is that fixing it? Okay, so that did fix it. That's good news. Let me just quickly get a plugin for somebody. There we go. So what we need to do now is actually, I'm going to offset them up a little bit. So raise them up slightly. Can I select something in here? Oops. If I raise them up, it shouldn't matter now where they are. Alright, I think that should do it. Let me make sure I got these ones raised. Raise that. Raise that. Raise that. Just gonna make sure they're raised. Hey, low high. Okay. Yet now everything is floating. Obviously, in some cases, right above where the water's meant to be, but... So what we need to do now is to make this actually work properly. So... I need to do... I don't really know how to do the math behind it. I'm not gonna lie. So pretty much what needs to happen is... Let's say this is a wave here. We have to get our point here. Point there. Point here. And we need to get the... I guess we could just get the average angle between them two. So actually, let me go back and do this properly. So like, I need an angle there, angle there. So that's normal up this way. So I gotta get the average angle between these two and angle it that way. Or add the angles together or something. But yeah. Hey Kale. Ines. Inanus. This looks so awesome, like you're doing a good job. Thank you. The builders built it though, not me. But we need to do that, but another 3x3. I don't feel like doing that though. So we'll leave it like this. Also I want to add lily pads up here. So let me do that. Oh, actually, while I'm here, let me just set all of these to full, set them to box. That's what's true. We duplicate that. Parent that into terrain. Bring it here. Oh, okay, no. I didn't mean to take it all the way down there. There we go. Obviously, these should be moving with the river. So I might change how that works, but... Yeah, so if I spawn here... I can't tell if that's synchronized or not. What? Oh wait, no, it's gonna be set in here. Let's try that. Yeah, okay, no, that's just out of sync altogether. Client side, what's required? Modules. Huh. That should be required immediately, no? Let's try that again. I just want to see. Rec 0. Yeah, okay, so it's actually making it. 0.3. Oh. Why is there such a huge delay? Oh, because it's still waiting for all them. Okay. Let me actually do that. Like that. Will that fix it? Nope. Okay. Why is that not 0? Okay, what if I do replicate it first? Game, get servers, replicate storage, wait for child, modules, wait for child utility, wait for child terrain, water waves. Let's try that. And that's 0.19. Wait, is that even... Oh. Oh, I'm stupid. Let me put them back in there. I just realized. Okay. Is that really 0.1 seconds off? Something isn't right here. Or does it auto detect? What is it? Yeah, I guess it's recommending that. Water wave speed equals 15. It's still off. At X and Z. Well, if I just set that to without that. Okay. And what if I put that on the water surface and say 6.45? Obviously that won't work underneath the map, but I just want to see if it works here. Okay, that's much more accurate. That 0.1 seconds actually makes sense now. Let me try offset the time. Oh, hell no. This would be like 0.05 or something. 0.01. Wait, we're supposed to be that negative? I mean, it's working sort of better, I guess. I don't know. Ah, it's one of these days. I got a better idea. Let's do part dot position. Params equals recast. Dot new. Ray down params. Dot filter type equals the enum dot recast filter type dot whitelist. Dot filter. Ignore water equals false. Equals false. Yep, so don't ignore water. Set the field descendants equals workspace.terrain. And we'll just do down at that position. Results. Dot position. Dot y. And that is where it will start. And I believe that's how I had mine sync properly. So even if I set this to 15... NX nil with position 23. If result and result.instance is equal to workspace.train and result.material equals enum.material.water, then ignore water is false. Yeah. Let me just check what that prints. Water. Huh. Does that not detect water anymore? What? See, that's detecting water now. +5 and then -5. More. Why is it down there? Let's do a.visible equals true. So that doesn't matter because it's always going to be that. We just need to check if it's water. And we need it to tell us where that thing is. We are setting the... Yeah, we are. Okay. See, it's on top of the water, but it's setting it down there. Did I keep the other thing here? Oh, I did. Start Y plus that. Damn it. Oh, I forgot about that. I might need to do individual pads. But for now, I'll just raise it so it's plus like half a stud. So it'll be floating, but we can fix it later. Yeah, see, that's way out of sync. These ones are doing perfectly fine, but the ones in groups aren't. Oh wait, there's pads over here too. I forgot. Yeah, actually, let me duplicate that one and bring it over. Maybe I'll have like a little pad area over here. Yeah, I can't split them up, that's the only problem. That's why I gotta use individual ones like this. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. Yeah, I want wire mesh. The reason for that is I want to put wire mesh here. Actually, what would be different? It wouldn't be wire mesh. It would be what? What did they use? It would be string mesh. String mesh. Oh, I'm gonna have to go wire mesh. Yeah, see, that one's perfect. I can just use that. The only problem is it's black, but I don't think that matters anyways. So that way, I scale it down like that and it acts like a wall between the two. So if I just chuck that on here. Oh, that's gonna have to be texture. Not seamless, but that's fine. Yeah, and then we can have that go across like that. So that way it acts like it's catching all the lily pads, and then we can have fish in the river too. Yeah, like that. No, it had to be... Oh, that's so annoying. I want to make it a different color, but... we'll just have it like that. It looks... I don't know how I want this. Should I have that there? It looks really odd and doesn't... Oh, it doesn't fit. Fuck it. That's what's so good to come up here. Okay, wasted time later. Let's see, where are we up to? Lily pads working. Do I have the tick emoji still up? I don't. Tick emoji. Lighting effects, wind shake. Okay, wind shake we can do really easily. Actually, I want to test that without that. Wind shake. So that would be... I'm gonna put this actually under vegetation. So that's lily pads. Function module register tree. Tree model. If it's a base part, or if it's that, we get the primary part. Active tree is a tree model. Actually, we don't need really the active trees here. What we do want though is where do we put it? Server storage, to do. So lily pads is done. We want our wind controller, I believe. Is that what we want? Inside. Okay. Not what I'm after though. Wind shake, I believe, is what I want. Oh, I could use collection service for this one. Let's just try that real quick, and then I'll put this inside utility. Oh, I should put that under services actually. And I believe that should order in it. And then I want to do that's lily pads there. I'm gonna get rid of that one there. Local map. And then if string find tree model dot name tree. Wait, is that how it works? I don't think that's how it works. Go back to Windshake. How does that collection service want to work? So on init. Add object shake. Add object shake the base part. Okay. So we actually want for so actually we want that. For underscore leaf block and iPairs tree model get descendants. So if leaf block is a base part and leaf block dot name is equal to leaf, then collection service. So what is it, leaf only? So map, so leaf, 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 Environment, rice plant. Let me get a whitelist of names here. Base pot. So that's the rice plant one. I also do want to add leaf, so that's fine. Register grass block or grass objects. So if that, then else. Don't need else, just want that one. Okay. So register tree. Register grass. So if tree model is a model, then else. Oh, I should just. That's super annoying. Let me just fuck it. I'll just go get descendants. Register grass block base part. If base part is a base part, then I know it's inefficient. Tell me about it. And that way we can just get the specifics of what we want. Leaves 1. Is there different ones? Yep, okay, leaves 2. So I'll just put leaves. So if I try that. Did that work? Collection. Get tagged. What was it called? Wind shake. Okay, well it worked. I guess it just didn't set it on. Replicated modules dot. No, it's local modules. Dot utility. No, local modules dot wind shake init. Is there a init? Init, where are you? Yeah. Okay. So call the init, so local players, game service players. Players, local player, local modules require local player wait for child modules inside player scripts, that is, and local modules dot wind shake init. Let's try that now. There we go. So it is shaking now. And then go back here. Wind speed 3, wind power 2. The direction doesn't matter. Why is it still moving so much? The hell? Oh, it's here. Oh, let me just delete all of them. There we go. And then up that again to 2, 3. It's hard to see, but it is moving. Let me double it. Okay, vegetation done. I think there's enough power for it. Okay. Am I just stupid, or is it like really not working? I'm just gonna double everything. I don't know what the initial values were, so that's a rip. Okay, there we go. No, you can't. You can barely see it. There we go. So wind power should be like 0.8. Wind speed should be like 3. Yeah, there we go. Heaps better. Is that moving? I don't think it is. Oh wait, no, I gotta go back and do, leads 1, 2, and 3. Okay, there we go. Now those other ones should be moving. Yep, okay, that one's moving, definitely. So that is Windshake. Let's see. Wind lines. What I'm gonna actually do is go in here and do disable wind lines equals true. And then in our gameplay regions, on region enter, if region data dot disable wind lines, then else. And we can do local modules dot wind lines that's init. Clean up. To clean up and init. Let's just do that. Right, so if we have a look, we should actually have wind lines appearing. Yep, so there's our wind lines. And then if we run over to the spider cave in the waterfall here, it should disable the wind lines, which it does because there's none in the distance. So that's wind lines done. Now the hardest part of all of this. Actually, I might do that tomorrow, so I've got something to do. Yeah, I'm gonna do that tomorrow, because I'm gonna... If I do it now, I won't have anything for tomorrow. Yeah, we can definitely do that tomorrow. Easily. So I'm gonna put this game link in the comments there. Let me save this. That's probably gonna be it for this stream. We're at the 3-hour, 30-minute mark. There is something else we do actually need to do, which I'll add to the hacking plan. And that would be the enemy system. Oh, it's not even here. Let me just make a new task. Enemy AI system. Object-oriented concept. That's scripting. Enemy. What do I call the place file? RPG class testing. Oh, there we go. So that shall do it. So what do? We fix them. We did wind lines / lily pads floating / wind shake. What else should we do? There's something else. Fixed bow damage. Bow damaging. Fixed projectile system. Check for that is updated. Projectile system. Yeah, I think that was it. Oh, enemy health bar. Enemy health bar plus rank. To do, we want to do weather / lighting system, player overhead health bar, and we want the class enemy AI class system, like that. And I think that's all we need and want at the moment. And then also I need to get hire another builder for town buildings. Thanks, KO. Koe. Whoops. What? Inanus. Yeah, it's been a little bit of a... Oh, I did not think this through fully. But you know what? Screw it, we're going with it. Yeah, but that's what we need to do next. I'd say today was like one of those days where I was like off my head a little bit. I have explained better and, you know, did things better, but... apart from that, that actually needs to be... I might put that as a to-do later. Yeah, I'll do that after that. Because I do want to start on that, but we'll see. Alright. That's it for the stream for today. I'll be streaming tomorrow again. At the same time, maybe. Or I could stream in the middle of the night and stream in the day again, but... I do have uni work I've got to do, so I have to do that. Well, it's only 5 PM now. Yeah. So, I shall be on tomorrow for the next stream, if I'm not busy again. But yes. If any of you do play the game, just let me know if you figure out any bugs. Or anything like that. I'll keep the game public, so any of you can take pictures and stuff and put it in the Discord's media channel. Let me quickly post the Discord link here. That's the Discord for the game and my YouTube channel in general. So if you have any suggestions or anything, just chuck it in there. Yeah. See you in the next